Hello people of YouTube, Pixie here, and today on my channel we are doing an April favorites video, and honestly I am so stoked because I have really been wanting this month to be over, and I am so happy that it is officially May now because I have been just anticipating May for a while now, and it's finally here. And also it means that it's 1 month closer to fall, which we all know is the best season there is. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing that I wanted to talk about are these rings. Well, actually I'm holding a few of them and I will show you a close-up of them now. My favorite one is probably the one that has these moons and stars all over it. I just love the like carnival vibe it gives me. And then I also have this one that has a like black kind of oval shaped jewel like right on the front. I've been really loving that one as well. And last but not least, this one that has a tiny little rose on it. I just think it is the cutest thing ever. And I have just been loving rings for this month. So those are the rings. I got them from Forever 21, if you were wondering. And yeah, I really like them. So moving on to the second thing are actually I'm kind of excited about these, are crystals. I have had a few crystals before and I still like have them now, but I like added to the collection recently. And so I went to a little shop in San Francisco and picked up some new crystals, so I will show you them now. Or actually, let me grab them. They're actually right in this shot. Boy. And I got 3 of them. So here they are. Ooh, I should have probably told you like the correct names of these crystals because I don't really know. I know one of them is citrine, but the rest I'm not really sure. But I will also show you a close-up of these now. I really like them, especially I guess the blue one, blue and purple one. It kind of reminds me of like a peacock, and peacocks are like extremely beautiful, so I really like that one. And I like all of them, that's why I picked them. But yeah, these are the crystals that I picked up. And let me put those back. So moving on to the next thing, it's actually again something that I have to show you because it is again in the background, and it's these succulents right here. And I know last month I said that I wouldn't, or I'm not the best at taking care of plants, which is true. I still got these anyway, which I think I might have mentioned that I had some last month, but I really have been liking them because I brought them back inside of my apartment, and for a while they were like sitting in the backyard because I was kind of like worried I didn't want them inside the house because bugs and stuff. But then I started taking care of them more and bringing them more into the house, and now I love them, and I don't think my black thumb is as strong anymore, so I think I'm doing better at taking care of plants, which makes me excited, especially for like the springtime. So I've been really loving them, and I think I already said this, but I got them at Home Depot and they were pretty decently priced, and yeah, I just think they're really cute. So the next thing is actually also like plant related, and it is, let me grab it, this plant press that I will like zoom in on right here. And isn't it just the cutest thing? Look at that like botanical like drawing on the front. I love those, and I love the colors. I love the aesthetic. It like literally matches me so well, and it was a gift, and I just think it is the coolest thing ever. And I actually haven't even used it yet, but I am like excited to use it for this next month coming up. So yeah, I'm sure you'll see it in my Instagram post because it is literally perfectly aesthetically pleasing. And yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next thing is actually this book, and it is called Copywriting: Successful Writing for Design, Advertising, and Marketing. And as you already all know, probably I am an English major, or was an English major, and so I have been really interested in learning more about copywriting and more about publishing. And so I picked up this nifty little book, and I have been loving it. I'm not super far in, but when I have some downtime or when I am traveling, I like to read a lot, and this is what I have been reading for this month. And I find that it is very useful because you would think as an English major I would like already know all of this stuff, but we really don't cover much about this kind of writing, this kind of marketing, so I am really excited to finish reading this book. Honestly, it's probably going to take me a few months to get through, but I like the way that it's styled, I like the way that it is written, and so yeah, if you're like interested in copywriting or any of that stuff, I would recommend this book. Yeah, I would recommend you that book. So moving along, this isn't like an item. I think we're done with items for now. Those are like all of the items for this month. But moving on to other things I did like in the month of April. Right in the beginning of the month, I went and saw Harry Potter like in symphony form, which was amazing. I saw Chamber of Secrets and it was like mind-blowing because I really love soundtracks like to things and music, which I know we all love music, but I love soundtracks, like love them. And so when I found out that they were doing this like not that far from me, I was like, oh my gosh, we have to go. So I went. It was incredible. It was almost unreal because it felt like it wasn't real. Like the fact that those people were that talented, obviously they didn't make any mistakes, and it's just incredible that all of those people could work together to produce such like a magical, pun intended, experience. Because honestly, if I wasn't sitting there watching them like play, even then I felt like it wasn't real. Like I felt like there's no way that it is this perfectly done, but it was like perfectly executed. And it was kind of surreal because they were just magically playing all these beautiful instruments right in front of my face, and I loved it. And it was great. And I really recommend, if you have a chance to see really any kind of symphony, you should definitely go. They're great. And I saw this like way in the beginning of the month of April, like literally I think the first day of April. So that had to make it into my favorites video. And moving along to other things that I kind of did in April, or movies and stuff like that, I saw the movie called Your Name, which is a anime movie, and it was amazing. And also the soundtrack from there I have been loving too. It's really like, I don't know, the movie was very impactful and I liked the themes, and I had no idea what it was about before I went to see it, and I was pleasantly surprised? It was just a really good movie, and I recommend seeing it. At first I was a little bit confused, but it got really good. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. It was really amazing, and definitely check out the soundtrack. I've been listening to both the English and the Japanese versions. I honestly think they're both pretty amazing because a lot of the artists, or I think all of them maybe, they speak both Japanese and English, so when you hear the English version, it's the same singer, so it's awesome because it's the same singer. And yeah, also this month for like TV shows, oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so I just started watching, well, I say just started, but I'm like almost done, not done, but getting there. Rick and Morty. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to put my love for that show into words. If you haven't seen Rick and Morty, go watch it. Honestly, it did take me a few episodes to get into it. Like maybe the second or third episode was like, I started realizing how amazing it was. And it is half created by the creator of Community, the other guy. So Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, I think that's how you say his name, and they are very funny, and he voices the characters. Justin voices Rick and Morty, and the whole show is just, man, it's good. It's good. You should watch it. I won't give away too much, but it's like, I don't even know. It's just cool. It's very funny. It's a cartoon, if you didn't already know that, which I'm sure you probably do because you probably watch it because you're awesome. And yeah, it's like science fiction-esque, you could say. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about it. And I'm basically in love with Rick now at this point. And I'm not done with season 2 yet because I like want to savor it, but I'm like pretty far into season 2 and I might as well just finish it because it's so good. But I'm trying my best to savor it as much as possible because it's so funny and so like witty, you know? It's like one of those witty shows. So go watch it if you haven't. And let's see. Oh, last thing I think for this month let me check my list if that's everything. Let me just check. So I put, yeah. Okay, we're on to the last thing. So music for this month. I'm sure you've been hearing it all over YouTube. I know I have recently. I was on Spotify and I like clicked on the like, I don't even know, some random like radio on Spotify or some kind of playlist on Spotify, and I was fortunate enough to find In Love with a Ghost, and I'm sure you've seen it all over YouTube now. I know that they like are getting a lot more popular and they are amazing, and it's really like relaxing, like calming music. I've been playing them a lot in my videos, so you probably have already heard them even if you think you haven't. And I just like the mix of sounds that they use. They're like, it makes me feel really like nostalgic from the sounds that they're using, like Skype phone calls and like AIM sounds. If you know what AIM is, I'm sure you do. And it's just, I really like them. It's really relaxing. I really recommend them as well. And I think, oh, also though, you should also listen to some of the soundtrack from Rick and Morty. Yeah, that is everything for the month of April. So stoked to be in May, and let me know what your favorites are in the comments below, or what you thought of my favorites. And if you aren't subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will be uploading a lot more frequently than I did last month, and I love you all so much. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at prettyandpixie and on Twitter at prettyandpixie. And yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you had a good month, and I hope this month is even better, and I will see you in my next video.